Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The buzz around the NFL right now is that there's a serious possibility of a blockbuster trade involving Charvarius Ward, the Chiefs, shutdown cornerback, and the Green Bay Packers. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this really happening? Well, the rumors are swirling from credible sources, and if history teaches us anything, big moves like this can reshape the entire landscape of the NFC North and the conference as a whole. Let's start by breaking down what's happening behind the scenes. The Kansas City Chiefs, sitting comfortably at 7-2 and poised for another playoff run, are facing some salary cap challenges this season, even with Patrick Mahomes' recent restructure which freed up around $5 million. The Chiefs are known for balancing their roster carefully, and with their current secondary, they're looking at some tough decisions. Their defense isn't quite the dominant force it used to be, ranking around 18th in pass defense, allowing roughly 24 points per game. They're also keeping an eye on their future draft capital, especially focusing on bolstering their offensive line with young talent. Now, the trade rumor gaining traction suggests that Kansas City might be willing to move Charvarius Ward for a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Why? Because the Chiefs are eyeing other areas of their roster, particularly the trenches, and may see this as a way to balance their cap and get younger on the offensive line. Plus, with McDuffie emerging as a solid corner and their secondary depth being somewhat fragile, Kansas City might prefer to free up some cap space and draft picks to shore up those spots for the long haul. Interestingly, the NFL odds still favor the Chiefs making the playoffs with around -500 odds, but their defense's struggles and the impending trade talks could shake things up. Some analysts are comparing this potential Ward trade to the Rams' acquisition of Jalen Ramsey in 2019, where a high-profile corner was moved to a team that needed lockdown coverage. The parallels are compelling because Ward, known as a shutdown artist, has been one of the league's top corners since last season. His stats speak volumes. By September 15th of 2025, he had 4 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and allowed just 52% completion on targeted passes. His PFF grade has been consistently high, sitting at 88.6, and he was even selected to the Pro Bowl in 2023. Ward's career numbers are impressive. 15 interceptions, over 50 pass breakups, and a man coverage win rate of around 76%. He's known for his ability to shut down top receivers and make QBs think twice before throwing in his direction. His EPA per target is 28, meaning he's actively reducing the efficiency of opposing offenses when he's on the field. His ability to limit yards after catch, just 3.9 yards allowed per reception, and his success rate in press coverage, hitting 82%, make him a true shutdown corner. In terms of durability, Ward has been remarkably healthy this season, with no significant injuries reported in 2025, allowing him to play full snaps and bring that elite coverage to the field. His versatility is another big plus. Working well in the slot or on the perimeter, he's able to match up with the league's best wideouts. When you compare him to other top corners like Patrick Surtain of Denver, Ward stands out. His jam rate is at 85% and targeted at just 11%, forcing quarterbacks to avoid throwing his way as if he were Revis Island at its peak. From Kansas City's perspective, they're balancing their needs. They want to keep their cap sheet in check to keep their offensive line healthy and to add depth at corner with McDuffie. But they also recognize that losing Ward might hurt their secondary's elite status. Still, the Chiefs are projecting an 11-6 record and have their sights set on another deep playoff run, with Super Bowl odds around +500. They're gambling on their draft picks, hoping to find the next hidden gem, but risk is involved, similar to what they experienced with Stephon Gilmore in 2021, when they dipped into the draft after acquiring him mid-season. Now, for the Green Bay Packers, this is a game changer. With the division lead in the NFC North, especially after the injury to Hobbs, who is out with an MCL tear and scheduled for surgery in Week 8 against the Lions, the Packers are eyeing potential upgrades at cornerback. Ward, with his proven track record as a shutdown corner, could be the missing piece for this Packers defense. His addition would not only reinforce their pass defense, currently ranked in the top 5, but also give them a reliable player capable of shutting down the league's top receivers. Let's look at the numbers. Green Bay's pass defense was allowing around 20 points per game, solid, but they could always use some extra help against division rivals like the Bears and Vikings. Ward's coverage stats 88, 6 against Valentine's 80, 2 show how much he can elevate their secondary. His ability to match up against top receivers and force QBs to look elsewhere would be a huge boost, especially in critical moments. His projected increase of 12 pass deflections this season would push their total towards elite territory, making their pass defense not just good, but feared. And let's not forget the strategic benefits. Ward's presence could allow the Packers to shift their coverage schemes, giving their linebackers and safeties more freedom to make plays. His reputation as a lockdown corner could also change how opposing offenses game plan against Green Bay, forcing them to be more conservative or risk throwing into Ward's coverage. For the Packers, acquiring a player of Ward's caliber might come at a cost, but considering their cap space, roughly $14 million, they have enough flexibility to make this move without creating financial chaos. Plus, the potential payoff in terms of wins, playoff positioning, and even Super Bowl odds is enormous. Speaking of Super Bowl odds, there's a notable uptick in Green Bay's chances if this move materializes. Currently sitting at around plus 900, analysts see Ward as a kind of playoff neutralizer. His career postseason stats include 3 interceptions, and his presence on the field could increase the Packers' turnover rate by about 13%. That's reminiscent of what Charles Woodson brought to Green Bay in 2010, an elite defender who could change the course of a game with a timely interception or a critical pass deflection. Ward's addition could propel Green Bay into that same echelon of elite contenders, especially with their offense clicking under Jordan Love and a defense that's been steadily improving. Of course, the Chiefs aren't just giving Ward away for nothing. They're banking on future draft picks and cap flexibility. Moving Ward for a third-round pick in 2026 might seem like a gamble, but it's a calculated risk. Kansas City is trying to keep their Super Bowl window open while balancing their roster needs. Their projection of an 11-6 season and odds of around plus 500 for the Super Bowl reflect their confidence, but also their awareness that certain weaknesses, like secondary depth, could be exploited by top-tier offenses. For the Packers, this potential trade isn't just about adding a shutdown corner. It's about making a statement. It's about showing the league and the division that Green Bay is here to compete at the highest level, that they're willing to chase every advantage to bring another Lombardi back to Lambeau Field. Ward's ability to shut down the best receivers in the league could be the key to transforming their defense from good to great, and perhaps turning the page to a new chapter of dominance in the NFC North. As we all know, football is a game of inches, strategy, and bold moves. This trade rumor has the potential to shake up the entire NFC landscape, and if it happens, it will be a move that fans of the Green Bay Packers will remember for years to come. It's a bold gamble, but in today's NFL, sometimes you have to take risks to reach the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl. And with Ward's talent and the Packers' determination, this could be just the move that pushes them over the edge, making their Super Bowl dreams a reality once again. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So fans, what do you think? Is this the move that could put Green Bay back on top? Do you believe Ward can be the game-changing player they need to bolster their secondary and make a real push in the playoffs? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below. Your opinion matters a lot to us and to the Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Let's keep the passion alive and continue supporting our green and gold because the best is yet to come.